what do you mean by unsaturated hydrocarbons? What do you understand by unsaturated hydrocarbons? Unsaturation means there should be either presence of double or triple bond in the compound. Okay, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay. Now, so before discussing this, I need to finish one thing. Okay, I'll come back to this. So I need to finish here IUPAC nomenclature of compounds containing a complex substituent. Okay. So complex IUPAC nomenclature of hydrocarbons containing a complex substituent. Now, what do you mean by complex substituent? Complex substituent means if the substituent is further branched, okay, if the substituent is further branched, right? So when the substituent is further branched, when the substituent is further branched, it is known as a complex substituent. Okay, when the substituent is further branched, it is known as a complex substituent. So what does this mean? Okay, just pay attention. Now see, I'll just give you one hydrocarbon like this. Okay, so CH3, we have CH2, we have CH2, we have CH, yeah, plus CH2, say CH3, we have CH2, we have CH2, we have. So just I'm giving you one hydrocarbon like this. Okay, so yes, we easily can name this hydrocarbon. What would be the name, guys? What would be the name? So I think we'll start numbering from this end because it will get number 4. If I start numbering from this end, it will get number 5. Okay. So what would be the IUPAC name of this hydrocarbon? Yes. So it's a ethyl group. So it would be 4-ethyl octane. It would be 4-ethyl octane. Right. Now, what is the substituent out here? The substituent is here ethyl. It is the substituent. This is the longest chain. And ethyl is the substituent out here. Okay, so we have a longest chain containing 8 carbon atoms, and we have an ethyl group as a substituent. So this is a simple substituent. So what do you mean by a complex substituent? Let us see. Okay, so complex substituent means if there is a further branching, if the substituent is further branched like this. So यहाँ पर क्या हो रहा है? The substituent is branched. It's not a simple substituent, rather it is branched. Okay, so these kind of substituents are known as a complex substituent. I'll just mark out here. Okay, so this kind of substituent is known as a complex substituent. So okay, fine. So how do we? So this is a simple substituent because it's not branched, but here branching occurs. देखो ना substituent में branching हो रहा है यहाँ पर. Okay, so how do we name it? So listen carefully. As before, we start numbering from that end so that the substituent carbon containing the substituent gets a lowest number. So we will mark from this left hand side. We will mark from the left hand side so that the substituent containing the carbon atom gets the lowest number. So in this case, it gets number 4. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, listening. The carbon atom which is attached to the parent chain, the carbon atom of the substituent which is attached to the parent chain is numbered 1. So यहाँ इसको हम लोग number 1 करेंगे and we select the longest chain out here. So longest chain is either 1, 2 or 1, 2. So I'll mark this as 1, 2. Got it? So yes, the carbon atom attached to the parent chain. The carbon atom attached to the parent chain is number 1, and substituent, since it is branched, we select the longest chain of the substituent. But in this example, say 1, 2 or 1, 2. So how do we name it? And the name of the complex substituent is always enclosed in bracket. Okay, so this whole complex substituent is attached to which carbon? The complex substituent is attached to which carbon? It is attached to number 4. So I write it as 4. And I told you before, the name of the complex substituent is written in bracket. The name of the complex substituent is always written in bracket. So why 4? Because this complex substituent is attached to number 4 carbonate. So 4. So this is the longest chain. So again, this branching occurs. We have a methyl group. It occurs from number 1 carbon. So it will be 1 methyl. Now the parent chain of the complex substituent contains how many carbon? 2. So it will be 1 methyl ethyl, not ethane. It's an alkyl group, right? So 1 methyl, 2 carbon wala alkyl group, ethyl. This whole thing is attached to which carbon? Number 4. So 4, name of the complex substituent is written in bracket, 1 methyl ethyl. Then how many carbon atoms are there? Total 8. So it will be octane. So this is how we name a complex substituent. Right? This is how we name a complex substituent. Okay, so I'll give you one more example. Say so please write it along with me. CH3, CH2, CH, 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 I have CH3. Again, I have CH3. Then I have CH3. CH2. CH3. So I have one more methyl branching out here. Okay, so it's quite complex as can be seen. It looks quite complex. Now, which is the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 5. 8, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So in this case, okay, there are two ends, there are two carbon chains which contain the same number of carbon atoms. So in this case, which will you consider to be a parent chain? We have to go for the branching now. The one which contains greater number of branches is considered the parent chain. Now, if I consider these to be a parent chain, this straight one, how many branches do you see? How many branches do you see? If I consider this two, one branching, two branching. However, if I consider this to be the parent chain, how many branches do we see?
3.
1, 2, and यहाँ पर 3. So there is a parent chain like this. So 1 branching, 2 branching, 3 branching. So I'll consider this to be the parent chain. So I'll start numbering from that end so that the substituent gets the lowest number. So I'll start numbering from here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fine. Now, again, there's a substituent. So these are the substituents. So we have a methyl substituent out here. We have a methyl and we have this whole group. Right? Now, यहाँ पर substituent है branching है. So it's a case of complex substituent. And as before, the carbon atom attached to the parent chain is numbered 1, or sometimes we use this 1 prime as well, like 1 or 1 prime. Okay. So I can use 2 prime out here, 3 prime. Now, what are the names of the substituents? Here it starts with M, methyl. Here propyl, P. Which will come first in the alphabetical order? Which will come first in the alphabetical order? M or P?
M.
M.
M. Yes, M. So we'll name this M first. So what would be the name? Yes, give it a try, guys. What would be the name? First we'll name this. So what will be the name? 2. Yes, tell me. Comma. 3.
3
Methyl.
methyl.
Dimethyl. There are 2 methyl
Dimethyl.
groups. Dimethyl. Then the complex substituent is attached to which carbon? This whole complex substituent is attached to which carbon? 4.
4.
It's attached to number 4 carbon. So 1 prime, say again methyl branching here, so it will be 1 prime methyl. So longest chain contains 3 carbon atoms, so it would be propyl, not propyl group. 1 dash methyl propyl. Okay, so longest chain contains 8 carbon atom again. So again write down octane out here. So this is containing a complex substituent. So this IUPAC, it will be more clear in your class 12 because in the we'll name the compounds accordingly in each and every chapter. Okay, so this is the rules. This is how we name a hydrocarbon containing a complex substituent. Fine. So I think it's clear. Complex substituent का concept क्या है? If the substituent is branched, it has a complex substituent. Now see. Now we know how to name according to your IUPAC, but there is yet another way of naming hydrocarbons. Okay, there is yet another way by which we can name the hydrocarbons. Okay, so I'll just do that also. Acha. The first, let me finish this IUPAC nomenclature of unsaturated hydrocarbons. IUPAC nomenclature. IUPAC nomenclature of unsaturated hydrocarbons. Okay, IUPAC nomenclature of unsaturated hydrocarbons. So first, we'll just start off with your alkenes part. Okay, so alkenes, they are unsaturated hydrocarbons having a carbon-carbon double bond. By the way, what is the general formula of alkenes? What is the general formula of alkenes, guys? It is CN
CnH
CnH
2N.
2n plus 1.
2N, not 2N plus 1, 2N.
2n.
So C2H4 ethene, C3H6 propene, and so on. Okay. So here each and every rule is same as that of saturated hydrocarbon. It's same. Okay. So however, we will be making some small modifications out here. So number one modification is the longest continuous chain, the longest continuous carbon chain must include double bond. So the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms, okay, must include the double bond. Okay, the longest continuous chain must include the double bond. Okay, for example, say if I have this CS3 CH2. So I'll again draw it. I'll again redraw it. So what does this mean? The longest continuous chain must include it. So now what can I do is, so I may choose this as the longest continuous chain of carbon atoms. How many carbon atoms are there in this chain? Longest be a continuous be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7.
6, 7. However, does this chain include the double bond?
No, sir.
यहाँ पर no, it does not include the double bond. कहाँ देखो ना कहीं पर भी double bond नहीं है. So no, this is incorrect way of selecting the parent chain. So the longest continuous carbon chain, it must include the double bond as well. The longest continuous carbon chain must include the double bond as well. So this is the longest continuous carbon chain where a double bond is included. Got it? So in case of alkenes, the longest and the continuous chain of carbon atoms, it must include the double bond. Or if it is a triple bond, it must include the triple bond as well. Okay, number one. So number two, so this is the correct way of choosing the parent chain. So what root would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pent? Okay, not heptane, it will be pent. Okay, so number two, again, as discussed before, numbering should be done from that end which gives lowest number to your double bond. Fine. So numbering should be done from that end so that the lowest number should be provided to the carbon atom containing the double bond. Okay, and the suffix n को हम लोग in में convert करेंगे as discussed before. Okay, now let us see. Let us take some examples. Okay, so let us take some examples of it. And what was the order of priority yesterday for numbering? Number one priority किसको देंगे हम लोग? Number one priority is given to functional group. Then next priority is given to double bond. Okay, then priority is given to a triple bond, and lastly substituent. Okay, functional group, double bond, triple bond, substituent. This is the order of priority. This is the priority order. Priority order. Okay, so what does this mean? What is this all about? See. So let us first start with the simple case. Okay. Now, where will I start numbering? Numbering should be done from that end so that the double bond should get the lowest number. Now start numbering from right hand side. Start numbering from the right hand side. So the double bond starts at which number? Double bond कहाँ से start होगा? 2.
2.
If I start numbering from left hand side, double bond will start at number 3. So obviously I will start from right hand side. Now what is the word root? Pent. Where does the double bond begin? कहाँ से start हो रहा है? We have to see that. Hey, where does the double bond start? Double bond starts at number 2. So it will be pent 2. Since there's a double bond, we use the suffix in. Pent 2 in. Pent 2 in. Okay. Now say okay. Now in this case, where will you start the numbering from? Chalo, bata do. Where will you start the numbering from?
Sir, right hand side. Right side.
Right side, because double bond को priority देना चाहिए substituent. Okay, so we should start numbering from this end. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yes, what is their name? First the substituent name करेंगे हम लोग. 4 methyl again pent 2 ene. 4 methyl pent 2 ene. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Acha. So next one rule write down. So while numbering the parent chain, if the double bond, or if the double bond gets the same number when counted from either side, fine. The chain is numbered, so then the chain is numbered so that then the chain is numbered so that the substituent, the chain is numbered so that the substituent gets the lowest numbers. Okay, so there is another rule. Right? So what does this mean? Let us discuss a little bit. Okay, fine. So here also we are applying lowest sum rule. Right? Okay, in simple words, again we are applying lowest sum rule. So what does this mean now? The double bond, I think if counted from this end, the double bond will start at number 3. If counted from this end, then also the double bond starts at number 3. Okay, the double bond gets the same number when counted from either side. So in such cases, what will you do? You'll start numbering from that end. Okay, if the double bond gets the same number when counted from either end, then you'll start numbering from that end so that the substituent gets the lowest number. Right? So double bond को तो number 3 मिल ही रहा है. In such cases, कहाँ से numbering करोगे आप? Right hand side or left hand side? In any case, the substitute double bond will get number 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. But यहाँ से करेंगे तो the substituent will get lower number. Now see, actually we are applying lowest sum rule out here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what is the sum of locants? कहाँ पर है locants? Number 2.
2.
Then 3 में है and double bond भी 3 में है तुम्हारा. So 3 plus 3, 6, 7, 8. ये होगा. Now if I start numbering from this end क्या होगा? 3 plus 4, 7. Okay, plus 5, 12 होगा तुम्हारा. Okay, so this is the correct way of numbering. So if the double bond gets the same number when numbered from either end, and numbering should be done from that end so that the substituent gets a lower number. Okay, यहाँ पर ये end से करने से substituent को lower number मिल रहा है. So what will be the IUPAC name, guys? इसका tell me now. 2,3
2,3
dimethyl
dimethyl
X.
hexane.
ना कहाँ से? Where does the double bond start with? 3
3
X3.
hexane. 3 hexane.
Okay. X3 in A. Okay, we have to now locate the position of the double bond. Right? What is the IUPAC name of this compound? Now, if there are two double bonds, we use the term di. If there are three double bonds, tri. Okay, fine. So, कहाँ से numbering करोगे? Obviously, numbering should be done from that end, so that double bond. So, if I start numbering, double bond begins at number 1. If I start numbering from this end, double bond begins at number 2. So, I'll start numbering from right hand side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be hex. कौन सा position में double bond?
1,
4. What will I write? Diene.
diene.
Now there's a rule that if the secondary suffix begins with a consonant, right? If the secondary suffix begins with a consonant, that's D, then an extra A is added before the word root. An extra A is added after the word root. So what is the rule? If the secondary suffix begins with a consonant, if the suffix begins with a consonant, then after the word root, we add an extra A. So it will not be x1, 4 diene, rather it will be hexa. It will be hexa. Got it? 1, 4 diene. So if there are three double bonds, then triene. Okay. So now what will be the IUPAC name of this compound? So longest chain contains how many carbon atoms? Tell me.
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now,
8. Yes, sir.
so how many substituents do we see? We see 2 methyl substituents. We have a methyl substituent. We have a methyl substituent. Okay. First, we name the substituent. So what will the IUPAC name, guys? It will be
3,
3,
7.
7. Yes.
7. Dimethyl
Dimethyl
oct.
oct. कौन सा position में double bond? 1 and 4.
1 and 4.
1, 4
4
diene. It begins with a consonant, so here we'll add an extra A. Octa 1, 4 diene. Octa 1, 4 diene. Is it understood?
Yes, sir.
Is it fine? Is it okay? Is it understood? I think it's understood.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fine. Okay. So now similarly, IUPAC nomenclature of compounds containing triple bond. So triple bond में everything will be the same excepting क्या होगा? You change the suffix to YNE. Okay, single bond है तो suffix होगा ANE, primary suffix. Double bond है तो primary suffix will be ENE. But if there is a triple bond, the suffix will be YNE. The suffix is going to be YNE. Okay. Now, if there is a double bond and a triple bond, okay, fine. So we'll just start with some simple one. First, we'll start with some simple ones, okay? So what is the IUPAC name of this compound? Tell me.
Sir, 3,
Now, what is the word root? We'll start numbering from this end. 1, 2, 3, 4,
1,
5.
2,
2,
3,
na?
4, 5. Yes, sir.
So it will be paint
2.
to ein.
Pen to iron. Yes, sir.
Paint to ein. Okay. So now you might say, sir, why are we not adding A out here? Just now I told you an extra E is added after the word root if it begins with a consonant. Eh? But remember, there's an exception. Y is also a consonant, but if it begins with a Y, we don't add an extra I. If it begins accepting Y, if it begins with other consonant, then we add an A. But if it begins with Y, we don't add an extra A. Okay, you remember these small things, eh? Okay,
Yes, sir.
okay, fine. Now it contains a double bond as well as a triple bond. Eh? Okay, first we must apply lowest sum rule. Eh? पहले हम लोग lowest sum rule apply करेंगे. Okay, if we apply lowest sum rule, then I think lowest sum will be the same if we number from this end or we number from this end. So if I number from this end, so what will be the sum of locants? What will be the sum of locants? What will be the sum? 2 plus 4 equals to 6. ना? 2 number में start हो रहा है, 4 number में start हो रहा है. So let me start numbering from the opposite end now. Okay, so again यहाँ पर 2 plus 4 ही होगा 6. Same are lowest sum rule. So first we must apply lowest sum rule. Right? If the lowest sum rule turns out to be the same, if the lowest sum turns out to be the same, then priority is given to what? Double bonded. But the compound is named as derivative of alkyne. But the compound is named as a derivative of alkyne. So what does this mean? Eh? So now lowest sum rule turns out to be the same. If the lowest sum turns out to be the same, numbering should be done from which end so that priority is given to double bonded. So obviously this will be the correct way of numbering. Priority will be given to double bond. Okay, so what will be the name? What is the word root? Hex, double bond, 2 in 4. Right. So compound is named as a derivative of alkyne means YNE will be at the end. In को हम लोग पहले लिखेंगे, YNE को बाद में लिखेंगे. Okay. So yes, what is the IUPAC name? X2 in 4 1. Okay. So since it begins with a consonant, an extra E is eliminated. So what is the rule? If the primary suffix begins with a vowel or Y, the terminal E of the primary suffix should be dropped. So I'm dropping E out here. Okay, so is it understood? Now see, क्या है actually? पहले हम लोग जब numbering करेंगे, if there is a double bond and a triple bond, we'll apply lowest sum rule. If the lowest sum rule turns out to be the same, then priority हम लोग किसको देंगे? Double bond को. but the compound is named as a derivative of alkyne means YNE हम लोग लास्ट में लिखेंगे. It's not hex 4-1-2-ene. No. पहले डबल बॉन्ड लिखेंगे उसके बाद में ट्रिपल बॉन्ड. ओके. So first we must apply lowest sum rule. Okay. Now see, if I give you this, okay. So it's just a simple case. Okay. Now here, I think lowest sum rule will not come out to be the same. So you'll start numbering from which end in this case? यहाँ पर you'll start numbering from which end? Left, right side से करोगे तो 3 से start होगा. Yes, very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yes, what is the name? Oct 2 in 5 y. E काट दो. Oct 2 and 5 I. Oct 2 and 5 I. Okay, this is the IUPAC name. Okay, now, so more or less we now have a fair idea how we name your compounds. What type of compounds? Hydrocarbons. So we have not yet proceeded towards your compounds containing functional group. So before I move to that topic, so I need to make some concepts clear. Eh? Okay, so today we shall just start off with this types of carbon atom. Types of carbon. Eh? Okay. So number one, we have a primary carbon atom, or it's also known as a 1-degree carbon atom. So what is a primary carbon atom? So if a carbon atom is directly attached to only one carbon atom, it's known as a primary carbon atom. So primary carbon atom में क्या होगा? If a carbon atom is directly attached to only one carbon atom, then that carbon atom will be designated as a primary carbon atom. It will be designated as a primary carbon atom. Okay, so similarly we have secondary or 2-degree carbon atom. So what does this mean? If a carbon atom is directly attached to 2 carbon atoms, if a carbon atom is directly attached to 2 carbon atoms, okay, tertiary or 3-degree carbon. What is a tertiary carbon atom? If a carbon atom is directly attached to 3 carbon atoms. So last May we have a so it's rarely written as 4-degree. So quaternary ka you write down the definition by yourself. If carbon is directly attached to 4 carbon atoms. Quaternary carbon atom. Okay. Fine. So primary carbon means a carbon should be attached to only one carbon. Secondary means it should be directly attached to 2. Tertiary means it should be directly attached to 3. And quaternary means it should be directly attached to 4 carbon atoms. Okay. Now let us see. The first, what will be the IUPAC name of this compound? Please let me know. What will be the IUPAC name of this compound? Yes, tell me.
7.
No, tell me the IUPAC name.
2,
2,
4, 4, 2.
Again 2.
No. 2, 4, 4, 6.
6. Very good. 4 है तो tetra
Tetra
methyl
methyl
heptane.
heptane. Yes, sir.
Yes, heptane. Fine. Okay. Now let us classify the carbon atoms as primary, secondary, and tertiary. Now look at this carbon. This carbon is directly attached to only one carbon. Fine. So it's a 1 degree carbon atom. This carbon is directly attached to how many carbon? 1, 2, 3. So it's a 3 degree carbon atom. This carbon is directly attached to only one. So it's 1 degree. This carbon is directly attached to 2. So it's 2 degree. This carbon is directly attached to 1 degree. This carbon is directly attached to 1 degree. This carbon is directly attached to 4. So 4 degree or quaternary. This carbon is directly attached to 2. So 2 degree. This carbon is directly attached to 1 degree. This carbon is directly attached to 3. Dekho, this carbon 1, 2, 3. This carbon is directly attached to 1. Bas, as easy as they say. Got it? So
Yes, sir.
we can easily classify the carbons as primary, secondary, and tertiary. Now the hydrogen attached to primary carbon are known as a primary hydrogen. The hydrogen attached to secondary carbon are known as a secondary hydrogen, and the hydrogen attached to tertiary carbons are known as a tertiary hydrogen atom. Okay, so this is how we classify the carbon atoms into various categories. Is it clear? Now, this concept is very important. It's so simple, but it's so important. Okay, so important. What is a primary? What is a secondary? What is a tertiary? Quaternary carbon atom. Okay. Achha. So now nomenclature of cyclic compounds. Okay. Now, to name a cyclic compound, we add the prefix cyclo. Eh? We add the prefix cyclo before word root. Okay. So I have given you some cyclic compounds. Okay, all these are your cyclic compounds. Okay. So to name a cyclic compound, okay, to name a cyclic compound, yes, we add the prefix cyclo before the word root. Right? So it contains how many carbon atom here? We see there are 3 carbon atoms. Is a cyclic compound. There is a single bond only. So what is the name? Cyclo. 3 carbon atom prop, single bond in.
Prop.
Cyclopropane. Now, cyclopropane. NY
Yes,
is
sir.
only single bond. Similarly, what would be the name of this compound then?
Cyclobutene.
Cyclobutane. Iska?
Cyclopentane.
Cyclopentane. Iska?
Cyclohexane.
As easy as this. It's so easy. Iska? Now we have a double bond and a substituent. Eh? So, kiska priority doge? Which one will you give priority? Substituent
bond.
double bond. So obviously I'll start numbering from that end. 1, 2, 3. So yes, what would be the name?
1,
3.
No.
पहले तो substituent लिखेंगे.
Yes, sir.
3 methyl.
3 methyl.
Cyclo. Hexna. Double bond starts at which number?
X.
Which number? Double bond starting from which number?
1.
1.
So cyclo hex 1 in. Now what will be the IUPAC name of benzene? So here we can start from any carbon atom in numbering. Eh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 और double bond से start करेंगे हम लोग. So cyclohex 1 comma double bond starts at number 1, 3 and 5.
3, 5.
What? Triene.
Triene.
So it begins with a consonant, so with an extra A. So cyclohexa 1, 3, 5 triene. Cyclohexa 1, 3, 5 triene. What about the second one? कहाँ से start करोगे? Obviously, यहाँ से double bond and substituent should get lower number. So it will be yes 1 methyl. Yes, एक number है methyl है 1 methyl. Cyclohexa 1, 3 diene.
Diene, yes, sir.
Diene. Whenever you see a cyclic compound, okay, remember whenever you see a cyclic compound and before the word root we add the prefix cyclo. We add the prefix cyclo. So this again we'll be doing in details in the coming days. Okay. So now see.